Hello everyone, welcome back to Crafting with Jeanine. Today I am going to show you how to make this super cute bow, what I like to call a Wavy Ribbon Boutique Bow. I've said it in a couple other videos, naming the bows is probably the hardest part for me. So they all kind of have similar names, but you can look at the picture and see the style and they're all different. So anyway, Wavy Ribbon Boutique Bow. I'm going to show you how to do this one and we're going to go ahead and jump in. So for this one, what you're going to need is 2 pieces of 1.5 or 4 centimeter wide ribbon cut to 15 inches long and 3 pieces cut to 10 inches long. So we're going to start with our 15-inch pieces. So you're going to take one and you're going to fold it in half. We're going to find the middle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat just a corner for this one, so that I have just the corner heated right there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my other piece of ribbon and I'm going to take it and I'm going to, because I want an 1.5 inch square, so the easiest way to make sure that I have it so that it measures just right is to take this piece of ribbon and then fold it over at that creased point. Then I'm going to take my little iron, and I will put a link to this iron in the description below, so that we have this. We're going to do the same thing on this side and both pieces of ribbon. So there's that. And I'm going to iron it. So now I have this looking at me. So I'm going to do the same thing on this other one. Just a little crease there. And I'm going to take the edge of this one. And I'm going to fold it over. So all I'm doing is just making these little creases for the moment. So that I have that little 1.5 inch square that I want. Okay. So now that I have that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on this side. And you're going to start with, if you're doing a print like I am, your print is face down. So you're looking at the back of the ribbon. So you're going to fold that crease, and then you're going to come back over from where your little crease point is here to there. And then you're going to take this and you're going to fold upward. See, I have my little crease here at the bottom. So I want this little point to be where that's at. So you're going to take it. I'm going to make sure all that lines up. And then you're going to fold up right along that line. Just like that. And then you're going to take this right to the edge. So it looks like this. And then we're going to need an alligator clip. And you're going to want to grab all of it. Every single layer. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I need to flip around when I do it, because for some reason my hands only work one way. So I just flip it over. And then I do the same thing on the other side. But because I flipped it over, I'm not folding up. I'm folding down. So essentially you want this to look at you. And then when we've got that part, we fold this up. I mean, I'm a little off there. There we go. You want everything to line up. So we're going to take another alligator clip. And we're going to clip it. So now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to flip it over so that this part is looking at us. And we're going to just do some stitches across to there and not through this point. And then I'm going to come all the way through. And I'm going to pop up through all those layers. And then on this side, I'm going to come back through all those layers. So I'm just making sure they're all lined up. Just going to go back through and pull it. And then we're just going to finish off. Just like that. And we're going to pull our needle through. We can remove our clips now. I like to cut this little extra tail as much as I can off. So now we're just going to pull it all tight. Pull it all tight. Get all your layers all lined up. And then we're just going to feed our needle all the way back through all of our layers. Just like that. And pull it super tight. Once again, always use upholstery thread because it is the strongest thread. And I can pull and pull and pull and pull, and it's not going to snap off on me like regular thread will. So I'm just going to throw a knot off in the back. Just like that. Set that one off to the side and go for the other one. Fingers are not cooperating today. Just threading my needle. So now we're going to go for the other side. And we're going to do the same thing. And I think I want this facing this way. I think I did it right. We'll see. So we're just going to go and fold over just like that. And my little crease is up there, so I'm going to fold down to there and then up to there. Hold it and clip it. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Fold over at the crease, fold back over at the center. And then, because I went down that first time, I'm going to go up. So that we have this. And then we're going to fold that one down. Like that. And then we're going to clip it off. We're going to flip it over so it looks at us like this. And then we're going to do the same thing we did on the other one. So we're just going to go... I go about 5 times through the first side. Getting caught up on my clips here. There we go. And now I'm just going to come up back through all of my layers here. Pull that all the way through. Line everything back up on this side. Go all the way back through. And then we're going to go through. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's how I count. We have that. And we pull our needle, our clips off. And then we cinch it all tight. Everything all tight together. And then we just feed our needle on through. Just like that. Kind of give it a little adjust. And then throw off a knot in the back. Okay. So now we have this. And now what I do, if you guys see me do these two-sided bows in a couple other videos, I take my wood burner and I just flatten off the edge right here. And it's just something I like to do. It gives me something flat to adhere to, so when I go to attach the two sides. So that's all I'm doing right now, is just flattening off my bottoms. The other thing it does is it kind of seals it all together too. Then I just push against my board to make it flat, since my board is glass. So this is the reason why I do that, so that when they meet up, they pretty much meet up perfectly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some glue. I'm going to put it right there. And then I'm just going to hold these two in place for just a few seconds. I've done it before where I hadn't held it long enough, and when I went to go wrap my center around, it popped apart. And then you got to start all over. So if I hold it with some pressure, just hold it in place for a few minutes. Just like that. And then I set it off to the side and I do the other one. It should be pretty good by the time I'm ready. So now we're on for our base part, which is our 3 10-inch pieces. These ones, we're just going to fold them in half. Take my little iron. Iron my crease. I'm going to do that for all 3 pieces. Then we have this. Now all we're going to do, and when I do these type of bows, I always work from the bottom up. If you work from the top down, it's just up to you. But I'm just going to fold up just a bit and then over. And all I'm doing is taking those ends and slightly overlapping that crease just a bit. Keeping everything all straight and even. And then I am just going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it looks like this. And I'm going to pull it through. And I'm going to do another one. Overlap that crease just a bit. All the way through. So we have this. Nip my little tail. And then I'm just going to pull everything real tight. And wrap my center around a couple of times. Make sure they are, in fact, in the middle before I pull it super tight, which I'm not. I shifted a bit. Yep. I need to come over this way just a little bit more. There we go. I always do that before I pull it real tight, is just make sure that I'm still in the center. Because you can always adjust how you wrap it around. Just throwing a knot and tying it off. And we have that part. Now we're going to do this one. Now in one of my previous videos, I did do a stacked bow like this. This one's going to be put together slightly different. So we're going to do the same thing we did on the other two. Go through 4 times so that you have this right here. I'm going to pull it through. then this one I'm going to feed through that way. And then I'm going to wrap it around just a couple of times. And then tie it off. And then instead of putting it on top like I did in the other one, because of the look I want for this bow, I'm actually going to put this one on the bottom. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. And I'm going to hold that in place for just a minute. Right there. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. And I'm going to take my other part of my bow. And I'm going to glue that on. Hold it down for just a minute. And then we're going to take our 3/8 inch wide ribbon and we're going to wrap the center. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. And hold that in place for just a second. And then I'm going to wrap it around once and then twice, because I like to go around twice. And we snip, seal, because we always seal the ends of our ribbon, and then we glue. And there you have it. Wavy Ribbon Boutique Bow. I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick how I do a clip. So many people ask me, and I do, in a lot of my videos, I don't put clips on them right away, because what I do is I will make a bunch of bows and then sit here one day and then do nothing, put Netflix on, and then do nothing but just line clips and attach them to bows. It's like a whole day designated to just clipping them. I don't know why. I think I have more fun doing the bows than I do attaching clips, so you just go there. I do have a video for how I do this, and along with my non-slip grip that you're going to see me put on, I will link that video in the description of this one, along with the measurements, of course, and the link to my little iron that I use. I have joined the Amazon affiliate program, so any links that I put in my videos for Amazon, if you purchase any one of those items through those links, I get credit for it, so it's kind of like a plus, and it helps me out. So all those links will be in the description. And I like to do my clips this way instead of having the ribbon straight across the top. I prefer to inset them. I think it looks better and neater. I'm just making sure that there's no glue when the clip closes, that it doesn't pretty much glue it shut. Alright, and then I always put my clips on to go on from the right. So that's how mine go on. So I just do that. Hold it in place for just a minute, and then I set it off to the side. Now I know so many of you ask in all this, and some wrap them. But because I put the non-slip grip on there, I don't want to wrap the center. But the way I do my clips on my bows they won't just pop off. If you guys are having an issue with your clips popping off your bows, I'll show you exactly a slight difference. And I noticed it in some of mine because they were acting kind of funky in my glue gun. These two are slightly, they look the same. But if you look down the centers here, this one has a slightly cloudiness to it, and this one doesn't. You want to make sure that your glue sticks are 100% completely clear all around, and you will not have an issue with them holding or sticking or anything. Like I said, I'm like really pulling on this one. I don't want to pull too hard because I'll actually bend the clip itself. But mine don't come apart. So if you're having an issue with clips popping off, check your glue sticks because it's very well possible that they are slightly cloudy. And I'm thinking that the cloudiness, I had a little string on my camera. The cloudiness is what makes them not hold as well. At least that's in my experience and in my opinion. And like I said, as long as I make sure they're clear, I don't have an issue. So, well, there we have it. And that clip's pretty much good to go. So this one is just plain. And then I have this one that I did where I put a bottle cap in the center. There really is no specific way. I tell you guys all the time, change it up, do what you want, put what you want in the middle. You can do these double layered if you want as well. I like to do the prints in just a single layered because they look just as good. Like I said, this one's bottle cap and these two I'm just going to leave plain. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. I want to thank all my followers for 12,000 subscribers because it's just amazing to me. Thank you again. And like I said, the measurements will be in the description below, along with a link for the iron, a link to my Facebook group where we have an amazing group of ladies that if I can't get to the questions, they help answer them for me just by being an amazing community. And you can post pictures of your work. You can ask me questions. I will also link my Facebook page where you can message me with any questions if you'd like. Please feel free to message me anytime. Once again, thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. And happy crafting.